Update on my 225 gallon. I had my 20 gallon long. I was building my sump. Got the bio balls in there. We got that all set up. Get a little closer here, you can see what's going on. I was able to remove my 20-inch long heater, stick it in the bottom of the sump. I have 8 gallons of bio balls. My drip tray was actually a hamburger patty holder made out of plastic. I drilled some holes in it, and I don't know if you can see it raining down here, so it's dripping down. That is my overflow on the drip tray. The water level's about halfway up there, and what it was doing was filling up all the way and then overflowing, so I put a hole around each edge so it would still rain down, but it wouldn't overflow. Put my media in here, and this is my ballot box, this plexiglass ballot box I found. So here's my lid. You can see the water flowing out into the filter. I'm going to make another drip tray in this. This drip tray is temporary. So you got the bio balls. It comes down through the bio balls down into the first chamber. Comes over to this glass, flows up through the filter, down under into this chamber. I'll probably have some charcoal and some other stuff in there, and then it goes over to where my pump is. My pump is pumping a little bit too fast. I need to cut that back. So on my valve here, I'll probably cut that back just a touch. Now my pump wasn't that low before, it was higher, about halfway in the gray up here. I think because I raised this up, this was an inch lower down into the water, this container with the bio balls in it. So the plumbing here. Now what I did, I ran this down into my plexiglass lid. Then I have another tube coming down here. Everybody does it different. Some people just drill a hole and run their tube through the top of the hole. I wanted this to be secured to the lid, so I can just, when I pick this up, the whole pump comes with it, the lid, if I ever want to remove it. But I made 2 lids on this, so I can open up the first chamber, clean out any of the dirty filters. That way I don't have to remove the whole pump on the other half of the lid. So I have 2 lids on this. Now I was having problems with my overflow up top here. This right overflow, notice the hose hanging in the water. For some reason the check valve, so you can see over here, this check valve is okay. This one's missing. The check valve didn't, the rubber silicone didn't hold it. So what I did, I pushed the tube down into the hole, and it was really snug. And I don't have a check valve, so I just ran it down into the water. So it's basically siphoning a small amount of water up through that thin tube. So that will work also. Just letting it hang in the water if you want to, but then you got to look at a tube unless you fasten it. I just have that temporary right now, just to see how this was going to work. So I had some trouble already with my overflow. So there's the tube. I could tie wrap the tube onto the side of the pipe if I wanted to, but I'll get another type of a valve. I want to put a shut-off valve of some type up there instead of those check valves. That check valve wasn't working, so I touched it, moved it around, and it popped right off. So I had a faulty check valve on there. But this is my update. I told you guys I was working on my 20-gallon long sump, and then I had this ballot box that I found which worked perfect to hold the medium, or the bio balls I mean. And we'll be putting some other stuff in here for filtration. And I need to add a little bit more water, because I noticed when I raised that up I lost some water. Alright, so there it is. A hungry albino Oscar. I'll have to get some peas out. They really like peas a lot. You know who else likes peas that I found out? My Jack Dempsey. Boy, he'll take them right from my hand. He comes up and gets them. So, I'll have to update later on when I get my new tray built, and we'll get back with you.